From drawing a new congressional district map to overriding some immigration policy vetoes, even electing a new state treasurer, lawmakers were pretty busy over the last 4 days during this special session. But two things did not happen, and they were both what the governor wanted to see most of all.
To a staggering national flight.
Annapolis buzzing for 4 days, overriding a veto from the governor prohibiting state agencies from giving personal details about an immigrant to the federal government without a warrant, plus another bill prohibiting law enforcement agencies from working with ICE, plus fast-tracking a new map outlining the battle lines for Maryland's congressional representation for the next 10 years. But the maneuvers facing fierce opposition from some Marylanders.
Not approve Senate Bill 01.
I urge this body to vote in favor of the maps drawn by the governor's commission.
As well as the governor.
This congressional map, drawn in back rooms by party bosses in Annapolis, makes a mockery of our democracy, and it's an embarrassment to all that our state stands for.
Putting a veto stamp on the map, a move quickly overturned by the General Assembly, strongly held by Democrats. And lawmakers undeterred by the pressure from the governor to pass his crime plans, judicial transparency, and the Violent Firearms Offender Act.
While we wait for them to act, thousands of people have been killed in the city of Baltimore.
Senate President Bill Ferguson telling me the plans would not be taken up because the special session wasn't the time for that debate.
We're not going to take them up during the special session.
Bill Ferguson is dead wrong because there's too many dead people in Baltimore.
Sean Kennedy with the Maryland Public Policy Institute says the lack of action on the crime bills is tied to the district lines themselves.
And why Bill Ferguson doesn't feel any urgency is because Bill Ferguson's seat is heavily gerrymandered.
While the violence continues to rip families apart in Baltimore, Mayor Brandon Scott repeatedly saying something must be done about the guns.
What I control, what the police control, is are they arresting more people with guns?
We're going to continue to push on the plan that we know is just the beginning. We're going to continue to work every day in partnership. We're clearing more homicide cases, we're clearing more shootings, and we're going to continue to get more guns off the street.
After months.
I wanted to ask you about
But when we've asked him about the governor's bills, which do target guns, the mayor dismisses the plans.
those bills that the governor's pushing aren't new. Do you think that those are a good idea?
Well, listen, without having the full details, and I don't think they're the exact same, we will not make full comment on any of the legislations until we meet with the governor.
That meeting between the governor and the mayor has yet to happen.
Now, there was a veto override that did not take place, and that was one that would have decriminalized drug paraphernalia. The governor and other opponents say that that bill would have potentially led to even more drug overdoses, while supporters of the override say it would have made it safer for people across the state. The Senate President Bill Ferguson says it will likely come up again for discussion in January, setting up an even busier session as we expect lawmakers to then tackle the legislative districts, and we can also anticipate the governor introducing his two crime bills once again. In Baltimore, Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.